Hey everyone, welcome back to Neural and Wires. In today's video, we're gonna dive into the most exciting part of this series, training our transformer model to actually generate text. We built all the necessary components and now it's time to see everything in action. I'll walk you through what's happening under the hood when we train the model and how it will eventually be able to generate human-like text based on what it has learned. Let's get started. So guys, alright, so we've started training our model. As you're seeing a bunch of logs appear on the screen, but what do these numbers and steps actually mean? So guys, the script first checks if we have access to a GPU or if you need to train on a CPU. If a GPU is available, our training will be much faster. We then set our hyperparameters like batch size, learning rate, and the number of iterations. And our data set, which is a doll's house by Henrik Ibsen, has been converted into numerical values using our character to index mapping, and it's split into 90% training data and 10% validation data, ensuring the model has a dedicated set for evaluating how well it is learning. And the get batch function randomly selects parts of the dataset and structures them into input sequences X and target sequences Y. These batches allow the model to learn patterns efficiently rather than processing the entire dataset at once. So guys, loss function evaluation, the model takes the input sequences and predicts the next character using probability distributions. The predictions are compared with the actual target values, and a loss function, cross entropy loss, calculates how far off the model is. The lower the loss, the better the model is at predicting the text. And what are these numbers on the screen? Now let's break down what these logs mean. Step 0, train loss 4 to 0. So guys, this means at the beginning the loss is high because our model is just randomly guessing. The validation loss tells us how well the model is performing on unseen data. Step 100 is the train loss, 2.5348. So this is the as training progresses, the loss drops, which means the model is getting better at learning text patterns, right? So step 900, train loss. So the model continues refining itself, and we're approaching a loss value where it can generate more meaningful text. So guys, step 3 is making the model generate text. Now that it's been once it's trained the model for thousands of iterations, it's gonna be actually make it generate text using generate function. So we start with an empty context or a C token, and the model predicts the next character and appends it to the sequence, and this process repeats until we reach a desired length, like 2000 characters. Example output, like if everything works well, we should see something like this in our console, like to be or not to be, that is the question. It won't be perfect at first, but the model will start forming real words and even coherent sentences based on training data. Guys, now that our model can generate, it's gonna once it generate text, the next step is gonna be fine-tuning the model, adjusting hyperparameters, training on larger data sets, experimenting with different training data. You can train it on books, articles, or even your own data set. We can also make it accessible through an API, chatbot, or web application. So guys, that's it for today's tutorial. I'll keep you updated. So we successfully trained our transformer model. We understood how loss improves, and even once it generates text. I'll again keep you updated. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. And don't forget, you can find the entire code on my GitHub, link in the description. So feel free to try it with your own data set. See you in the next one, and happy coding. You guys are rock, and I gotta roll.